All right, welcome back to Lions franchise here on Madden 24. Taking on the Vikings this week. Beat Tampa Bay last week, 66 to 33. They had won, I think, 2 games this season, so they were pretty bad. Of course, the Vikings are pretty bad. They're 2-8. The next week we take on the Bears, who are currently 2-7. So we might just have the easiest schedule in NFL history. Um, Kevin Brewer won Player of the Week last week, had 2 interceptions and a touchdown. Had some tackles as well. We've got the prospect spotlight thing here, where they tell us a prospect. Talking about a quarterback. Quarterback Vince Bright. I don't think so. Usually they don't give you good players to look at. We'll choose our focus players here. I haven't really looked at anybody. We've got these 2 guys scouted all the way. They are not top 5 talents, but they were projected to go top 5. This guy's a round 2 to 3. Um, I want to look at this safety. And then this left tackle, maybe. Might be good. He's a pass protector. And then I want to look at this other safety. So we'll find out about them later on. We may scout them in the off season, if we even do another season. I may not end up doing another season, so. Don't really have the money to re-sign Gabe Davis. And we'll go ahead and get into things here. I guess we could defend the medium pass. Kind of want to run inside. I got Gabriel Barkley out here for his passing drill. One's picked off. Okay. I dropped that one. Okay. Weber breaking tackles there. He's been a great addition to this team. Of course, we traded for him. He was wide receiver 1 on the Cleveland Browns as Amon-Ra St. Brown drops another one of these passes here. But he was wide receiver 1, and we were really just looking for a good third receiver that, you know, could play behind Gabe Davis and Amon-Ra St. Brown and actually contribute to the team, unlike some of these other guys we had. We're probably not gonna get silver here. That one's incomplete. Yeah, we're not gonna get. We're gonna end up with bronze. As I dive backwards, but that's fine. We'll have bronze. We'll get into the game as quickly as possible here. Maybe I'll wait to upload this one until tomorrow. Maybe I'll upload it late tonight in a few hours. I don't know yet. As I'm recording it, it's like 6 o'clock. But I just uploaded my first episode of my MLB The Show franchise, so I don't know if I want to go ahead and upload this yet, but this is the main thing on the channel here. +1 awareness, +3 catch in traffic. Then +1 jumping and +1 medium route running. He's only got normal development, but now he's up to an 80 overall, and he's a physical receiver. He's 6'5". Pippin, I don't know. Pippin doesn't play. Pippin's a kick returner. Like, I think at this point he's our backup kick returner. But I think he was like a late round draft pick. I mean, if anybody ever gets injured, he may end up on the field, but hopefully not. Ray Clayton, 15 touchdowns on the season. Joe Thomas is the Vikings quarterback. Well, we beat them the last time we played them, so. Again, this division's pretty terrible. I don't know. Should be an easy game, hopefully. They're going to get the ball first. I did change it a couple of episodes back to where he does have more touchdowns and interceptions, almost 3,000 yards on the season. I changed it a couple of episodes back to where our default choice was to get the ball to start the second half. So I had Oliver chasing after him, but it's like he just overthrew, I think, probably Justin Jefferson there. I'm pretty sure we've already played them this season. McPhee with good coverage there. Christian Darrisaw was injured on that first play. That one's going to go out of bounds. And they're going to punt. Irving's back to return. He's our rookie corner who has played pretty well this season. Is he going to win Rookie of the Year? I mean, I hope so, but I wouldn't count on it. He said he had several sacks, several games start season. 27 touchdowns for Gabriel Barkley. Only problem is he has 19 interceptions. I think we'll start out running the ball here with Jahmyr Gibbs. Try to get the run game established a little bit. Take it right up the middle. And I'd like to finally try to have a game where Gabriel Barkley doesn't have any interceptions. I just don't know how possible that is when I am most of the time not great at the game. So we're having a really good season, though. Only losses to the Chargers. I throw it out to Jahmyr Gibbs. That's a gain of 4, which is fine. We're not necessarily looking to spring that for a touchdown, but, you know, some sort of positive gain there. Amon-Ra St. Brown's injured. Okay. That's not good. I'm going to run the ball again here on 3rd and 2. Who's in now? Clarence Trapp, who usually doesn't get a ton of playing time. And now Antonio Weber's hurt. Okay. Hopefully it's nothing serious. And Amon-Ra St. Brown is out with a torn labrum. So he's not going to be back for this game, and he might be out for several games. I'm going to scramble here with Gabriel Barkley. Get out for 2. And a strained tricep for Antonio Weber, so he will not be able to return this game. So we are down. We've got Gabe Davis. Jamar Sims is out there. He's our. We're down to like our 4th and 5th string wide receivers. Still got Gabe Davis though. I didn't know where to go with the ball. I didn't see anything I liked on that one. I'm gonna run the same play again. Try Ray Clayton. He's covered pretty well. I guess we'll kick the field goal. It's a bad start to the game. I mean, we did all right moving the ball down the field, but injuries to our wide receivers on the first drive of the game. Not what we want. Hopefully Weber's just out for this game. We do get the field goal, though. Does give us a lead here. Maybe we'll look to try to involve the backup wide receivers that are going to be on the field now, but there's a sack from Ed Oliver. Of course, if the defense plays well, that'll definitely help. He's in the zone now. That one's dropped. Looks like he was hit as he tried to throw that one, and it's incomplete. So Irving back for his 2nd return of the game. Trying to take it around the other side of the field, but not going to work. Really good field position here at the 40. 18 rushes for Jahmyr Gibbs last week for 129 yards and a touchdown. Kind of hoping for similar numbers this week. They already got 5 rushes for 52 yards. Of course, run inside was our focus this week. So we do get a boost to running the ball inside. Couldn't get through there. I'm actually just going to run the ball again. Get really close. It's 4th and inches. They want us to go for it. I'm going to go inside zone here. Jahmyr Gibbs is in the zone. He's not going to get a lot there, but he does get plenty for the first down. I'm kind of worried about throwing the ball deep down the field when we've got Jamar Sims. Their X Factor corner there. I'm going to take off here with Gabriel Barkley. He's going to get a first down. And now Gabriel Barkley's injured. Oh, no. Oh, Hendon Hooker's into the game. We haven't seen him in a long time. He's going to get the ball to Ray Clayton. That's a catch down to the 1. A scramble here. Oh, that was a terrible throw from Hendon Hooker. He was wide open, too. Gabriel Barkley just has leg cramps, but the re-injury risk is high. We're going to leave him. Hendon Hooker to Ray Clayton for a touchdown. I think that's his. I forget how many he had, but whatever he had there at the beginning of the episode had one to it. So, was it 15? Might have been 20. I don't think it was 20. I think it was 15. I think he had 15. That one's coming from Hendon Hooker, so will not add to Gabriel Barkley's total. Minnesota has not even tried to run the ball yet. There's a fumble, and Ed Oliver with the pickup. Ed Oliver sacking Joe Thomas there and then picking up the fumble. And Gabriel Barkley's back into the game here. Tried to take off with him again. Don't really need to do that. Don't want him getting injured again. Apparently we're flipping the play here. Try Jamar Sims here. That's picked off. Okay. He came out of nowhere. Byron Murphy, is it? Came out of nowhere and just picked that ball off. Did not even know he was on that side of the field. And now Joe Thomas is starting the game 0 for 6. I mean, that one was just a bad throw. Again, he's not a high overall quarterback. He's like a 70-something overall. Threw that one away. And they don't necessarily have the best offensive line either. I mean, Christian Darrisaw was. Pretty sure he's not back in the game. He was injured the first play of the game. And now Joe Thomas is hurt. So we'll see who we might see who their backup is on the next drive. Irving now gets a couple of yards. Let's run the ball here. Get about 2 there. It's all right. I'm looking for Jamar Sims down the field. He's going to make the catch. Get us down to the 15. Not bad. All right, that one to Ray Clayton. He's close to a first down. It's going to be a draw. Gabriel Barkley going to get down to the 1. That's probably going to end the first quarter. Ten nothing. 10-1. Maybe we just run this in with Jahmyr Gibbs. He's still in the zone. Never did check what his zone abilities are, but he's going to have the touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs. Should I go for 2 here? Probably not. And we don't get it, so it does stay in 2-possession game. 2 touchdowns, 2-point conversions. But and of course we've blown leads, big first half leads in the past, so definitely can't let up at any point. As that Oliver's getting through there. That one's going to be picked off by Kevin Brewer. Nothing going right today for Minnesota. Looking down the field for Jahmyr Gibbs. He's almost going to make the catch. He dropped it. Oh, my. I was close. Negative 17 total yards for Minnesota. They haven't tried to run the ball even once. Maybe they should. I'm going to change the formation here. That's this ball to Jamar Sims. There's a flag down. So that one's incomplete. That one's going to be roughing the passer. Just throw that one to Ray Clayton. Pick up 4 yards. That one's incomplete. I think I'm going to run the ball on 3rd and 6. That's a first down. Got just enough there. I'm going to bring Earl Bailey into the game at running back. And gets really a yard there. Try to get that one to Gabe Davis, but we're sacked before we can. Okay, now we're backed up to the 12-yard line. I'll take off with Gabriel Barkley here. Get down to the 5. I'm probably going to take the field goal here. Just extend the lead even more. Why not? Make it 19-0. That one's caught. First completion to Zay. Or no. They've got the backup quarterback in now. Zach Wilson is in the quarterback. Former New York Jet. And he's already doing better than Joe Thomas was. Apparently it was Zach Thomas who threw that or Zach Wilson. Getting their names mixed up here. It was Zach Wilson who threw the interception. So now they're going to run the ball. Claxton going to pick up too. I remember he caused us a little bit of trouble in the last game. Zach Wilson going to throw it away. 3rd and 8 now. They're at risk of this one getting really out of control, of course. It's already a 3-score game. Could get much worse. And there's another sack. Irving coming on the blitz. He's so good at that. Just the coverage is good, and then they've got nowhere to go with the ball. He just comes and pretty much unblocked sacks the quarterback. Jahmyr Gibbs today, 13 rushes, 78 yards, and a touchdown. Might be wise to keep running the ball with the injuries we have at receiver. I don't know how he got tackled there. Like, a scramble here, try to throw it for Jamar Sims, but it's out of bounds. We're only 4 for 10 with Gabriel Barkley. I'm going to go for this. One's knocked down. Okay. Gabriel Barkley's having a bad game. We're up 19-0. And they're going to get the ball at the 36. I mean, maybe they'll get a field goal out of this, but our defense is probably going to hopefully at least hold them to that. If they get a touchdown here, I'll have made a big mistake. But gonna run like an end around or a jet sweep or something there. More of a jet sweep. This is probably going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Yeah, it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. That one's dropped. Doesn't look like Joe Thomas is coming back in the game, does it? Unless he's all right for the second half. That one's caught. Now they're down to the 3. Zach Wilson is playing better than Joe Thomas was. Nick Mullins going to get a half a sack there. Aiden Hutchinson got there kind of late and just took away the whole sack for Nick Mullins. So that one's dropped, but at least it's going to stop the clock. Go nickel blitz again. And Oliver's gotten through. He's going to get the sack. I'm going to call timeout. They're going to kick a field goal. That's fine. We'll technically get it back to a two-position game here. They want to decide to go for two, but up 19-3. I'd like to score before the end of the half here, even if it's just a field goal. Get Irving here now. Gonna get up to the 20. Probably didn't need to return that one. I was looking for Ray Clayton. He was pretty well covered. We've also got Dan Graham on the field now, who is our backup tight end that we traded for. We're going to look for him. Just can't get it out in front of him enough. Ball's a little underthrown. Got one timeout to work with here. I'm going to launch this one down the field. Incomplete. We'll punt the ball. 14 seconds left. Pretty sure we get the ball to start the second half. So they've got 5 seconds here. If they pick up any yards at all, really, and have any amount of time, they could probably kick a field goal. They're going to have 1 second left. It's a nice catch by Justin Jefferson. They're going to have a field goal here. Oh, I took out the kicker. They're probably going to decline that. They are going to decline it. Well, that's kind of important because now they don't need to go for two. If we end up blowing the lead, but hopefully we don't. I think I still want to run inside. And then maybe we'll just defend the short pass. I don't know. Sometimes it just seems like it doesn't make that much of a difference what you do on defense. As we fumble the ball. And Minnesota recovers. Okay. Apparently I'm just trying to throw the game away. It's almost like a screen pass there. 6 yards. Irving fumbling on the kickoff is just about the worst thing that could have happened. Gives them really good field position here. And that's nearly going to be a touchdown, all the way down to the 2. Jordan Addison with his first catch of the day. Zach Wilson has really just given them some life since he came in at quarterback. And that's a touchdown to TJ Hawkinson. And there's the extra point, and all of a sudden it's a 6-point game. They are right back in this game. Hopefully Irving can hang on to the kickoff this time. He's going to get us to the 24. Gabriel Barkley's going to come back in the game here. Hopefully he can lead us on a touchdown drive here. Jahmyr Gibbs is kind of slowed down here a little bit. They're playing the run game a little better than they were to start. Get that one out for Clarence Trapp. That's a first down. Just nowhere to go with the ball on the run there. We do pick up 2 yards. I'll scramble with this one. Gabriel Barkley going down the field here. Just going to try to duck out of bounds there. Let's throw this one deep for Jahmyr Gibbs. He looked like he made the catch. Does that seem like a play I should challenge? I'm going to challenge it. He looked like he made the catch. Was he not in bounds? He's got possession. Oh, no, he was not in bounds. Oh, my. That's a waste of challenge. In real time, he looked like he had. Maybe we look for Dan Graham here. That one was nearly picked off. Okay. Probably should have been a little more to the back of the end zone. Lofted up there for Ray Clayton. Hopefully it's not picked off. Okay. 4th and 10. I'm going to take the field goal. It's going to get us back to a 2-possession game. Since we're up by 9. Ed Oliver with the nice stop there. Devin Singletary, a loss of 3. Ed Oliver has been great in this game. That's a throwaway. And we've seen what Minnesota does with pretty good starting field position, but they really haven't had to drive the ball the length of the field here. That one's incomplete. Just barely able to get the ball away. I want to try to block a punt. I don't think I've ever blocked a punt in Madden 24. Get out to the 42. Really had trouble running the ball. Pretty much since the first quarter. I'm running in and around here with Clarence Trap. I mean, it's going to be a first down. It's not a huge gain. It's only a gain of 7. But, I mean, it does the job, so. Try sending Jamar Sims deep on a slants play like we did with Weber last week. He might have got called for pass interference there. All right. Sims is going to do enough, draw the pass interference call. Sometimes that's just as good as making the catch. Tried to take off up the middle, but wasn't going anywhere on that one, so. Hand this one off to Jahmyr Gibbs. He had some space there, just not quite enough to get the touchdown. Let's give it to him again and see what he does. Gonna try to dive. He stopped. 4th and 1. 4th and 1 from the 2. I think we gotta go for it. Is Clarence Trap just uncovered? Okay, I mean, that's a touchdown. He was just not, nobody covered him. Okay. They had somebody covering him, but he was playing so far off. I mean, they were never going to get there in time. They want us to go for 2. To make it a 17-point game? I mean, I guess I'm fine with that. We'll get it to Ray Clayton real quick. That's the 2. We're up 30-13. A little more comfortable lead now. As long as we don't turn the ball over, we should probably be okay. And again, this is a 2-win team, so. That one's overthrown, way overthrown. All of a sudden, it's 3rd and 10. And this game could get a whole lot worse if Minnesota can't stay on the field here. It's thrown away. They'll probably punt. They're not even trying. They haven't tried to run the ball at all in this game. I mean, they've run it just a couple of times. I know when we played Tampa Bay, that was really what kept them in the game, was the fact that they were able to run the ball well. So, Minnesota here is, as Jahmyr Gibbs goes over 100 yards. They just, it's not just they don't have the players. It's like the game plan is just not sufficient either. You don't have the best quarterback. Maybe you would want to run the ball a little more. But try to get that one to Gabe Davis. It's picked off. Okay. He probably should have had a pick 6 there. That probably should have been a pick six. He just kind of hesitated to kind of try to get away from the tackle, and it didn't really work. Now they're going to run the ball. It's a first down. Only 2 rushes for Singletary. It's only a yard on that play. I think that was Dennis Pittman there. There's a fumble. I might have just put this game away. 3 turnovers for each team. Looking to throw it deep down the field to Jameer Gibbs. This picked off again. Okay. Maybe we haven't put the game away yet. Byron Murphy there. I guess they're still in it. It is a 3-score game. They do have a few seconds left here in the third and then the entire fourth quarter. So they're going to get called for a false start. You very rarely see that in Madden. But I am also very excited for the new college football game. I haven't really been playing my NCAA series that I started. I need to hook my Xbox 360 back up, and it hasn't been hooked up since I got my new computer. So maybe I'll hook it back up and get back to that. But I should. I think I was fairly close to the end of the first season, so I'd like to try to do something with that. I think I'm just have too many different series going at once now. It's hard to keep up with all of them, and that one's just kind of fallen behind the wayside. So I think I just need to work on it and do it. So because that one was actually it was getting decent views, but so there's a catch, and he's gonna get down to the 5. Like I said, they're not really out of this game yet since I turned the ball over again. They can score here. I mean, they're still very much in this game, especially if I keep making mistakes. That could have easily been a touchdown. They actually have the number 2 passing offense in the league, and they have just not been it today. That one's picked off by Kevin Brewer. That might have been the dagger. Four turnovers for each team. A combined 8 turnovers. So we hand the ball off here to Earl Bailey. Who's had just a couple of carries in this game. I wish we had a better backup. I like what we have in my Malik Cunningham Patriots franchise. We have Ramondre Stevenson, who's pretty good. He's a decent power back. And then we've got Clyde Edwards-Helaire as our backup. And he's more speedy and quick and works well a lot of the time. Here, Jahmyr Gibbs is just like 99 overall, pretty much. So he doesn't really let anybody else onto the field. Unless they're pretty decent. That one's going to go to Ray Clayton. 8 for 22. Like, we're throwing the ball pretty terrible. It's been a couple of turnovers. The fact that Hendon Hooker was in for a series. I mean, 114 yards from Jahmyr Gibbs is pretty good. I was looking for Ray Clayton. He was kind of covered there. And then, of course, 78 yards rushing for Gabriel Barkley. Really nice. And we could run quite a bit of time off the clock here, which I think is what we're going to look to do. So it's under 4 minutes now. I might try to record a second video after this, and then for once we'll actually have an episode 2 days in a row. I know I was cranking out a ton of episodes way before I was doing the commentary, and I was just doing just had the end game commentary on, and I didn't talk during the videos. But when you actually have to talk through the video, it takes more out of you. You can't record a bunch of episodes at once. But maybe I'll do another one after this, and then there'll be a second video tomorrow. Maybe I'll go back and do Browns franchise or Malik Cunningham franchise. Or I could just do another episode of Lions franchise. I'm going to launch that one down the field. I don't think he can catch that at the sideline. That's going to be a turnover on downs. So 2:36 remaining. It's still a 17-point game, but Minnesota is going to have pretty good field position. So you would still think at some point they would probably need an onside kick. If they can score really quickly here and use their timeouts to get the ball back or something, I mean, you just can't really keep throwing it short, though. They are at the point where they're going no huddle. So that one's picked off again by Kevin Brewer. This is his third interception of the game. And this one's over. 5 turnovers for Minnesota. Jahmyr Gibbs will take us to the 2-minute warning. He's going to end up with over 30 carries in this game. Probably at least 30. I don't know about over 30. Breaks out of a tackle there. Gets us to 3rd and inches. This will be his 30th carry of the game. We want to run that clock down quite a bit before we snap the ball here. You would think maybe if we don't get this, they would call a timeout. I mean, they're down 3 scores. They may not even be worried about calling timeouts. So. Yeah, they're probably not going to be too worried about it now. Probably could just take a knee. Or we could go no huddle and try to score. I mean, just going to run an end around. We'll get Clarence Trapp another carry. He's going to lose yards. Jahmyr Gibbs going to lose yards. 32 carries for 128 and a touchdown. That's going to be the game. We don't have to punt here. They're not going to call timeouts. So really, wasn't any scoring there at the end. I don't think anybody scored in the fourth quarter. So Gabriel Barkley only 89 yards passing. You look at this. Hendon Hooker was 2 for 3 for 25 yards and a touchdown. Gabriel Barkley 8 for 23, 89 yards, a touchdown, and 3 interceptions. That along of 36. Did we just? I guess we just ran the ball quite a bit. He ran the ball quite a bit too. He had 8 carries for 78 yards. But that's a rushing touchdown from Gibbs. I mean, I guess Hendon Hooker did have a passing touchdown. It's 3 touchdowns. We had some field goals. I guess we only score 3 touchdowns. Receiving Clarence Trapp had the touchdown. Ray Clayton had the one from Hendon Hooker. We just didn't really throw the ball well at all. Defensively, we played pretty amazing. 3 sacks from Ed Oliver. 1.5 for Mullins, 1 for Irving, half a sack for Aiden Hutchinson. 3 interceptions for Kevin Brewer. And then a forced fumble by Nick Mullins and a forced fumble by Ed Oliver. One was recovered by Ed Oliver. And the one that was forced by Nick Mullins was recovered by Tyreek Wallace. Did we have any defense? We did not have any defensive touchdowns. Yeah, I guess we did kick several field goals, and we did only have 3 touchdowns. But it was an okay game. We did play pretty badly after the first quarter. Against any other team, that probably wouldn't have been a good game. We're going to get Javon McDonald back in the next game, who I guess was injured in practice. Probably would have liked to have had him in this game. Amon-Ra St. Brown's out for 4 weeks. We will have him back in time for the playoffs. So, and Tyler Lindenbaum is still out this week and next week. So we'll get him back. We'll get him back for the Rams game. We'll see how really terrible this division still is. The Packers have won another game. They are up to 3-8. We're going to be taking on the 2-8 Chicago Bears in the next game. Did win a weekly award. It was Kevin Brewer again. It's the 3 interceptions. I don't know how many he has on the season, but he has 5 in the last 2 games. So it looks like it's going to be on Thursday Night Football. No, it's a short week. Was the last one on Thursday Night Football? It says we're playing on Thursday Night Football, but it also says we're playing at 12:30 a.m. Oh, a.m. Playing a late Thursday Night Football game? Why are we playing at 12:30 in the morning? That's weird. Okay. That's going to do it for this episode. I will see you in the next one. Have a good day.